M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. More than a bowl swag bag, there's a chance to finish with a victory in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the North Texas Mean Green. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Go with a direct snap. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mean Green. Took it all the way back to the house.
What a play by the defense. Coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Hold and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Hart. Got enough for the first. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Panthers are flying down the field. Direct snap. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe some room here. Gives him the big stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Grab behind the line. It's Wiles. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, swing it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Jackson will throw. Snagged out of the air. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting their receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's White. There's some room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, North Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. On the option. Pulls it again on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's White. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Milner.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's White. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
third down play from the gun. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be a great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. On the run, it's White. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Tipton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Motion from the wide receiver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
He'll try it again. Could be an alley. The 40. Past the 30. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Mean Green. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. On the run, it's Hart. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Brown wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Jackson will throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, North Texas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Well, they tossed it out to the running back going to the right. They were able to seal the defense with some good blocks and just too much space in the open field. Nice job.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. On the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. Oh, the offense shows some life here. He cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. You did it.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Can't get him to the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal with the 6. He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Hart. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play? Late in this football game, offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game. A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. One more play to pad the stats. Brown wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.